Hello, guys, and welcome back to It's Just Tech. And today's video is about life on a farm, animal rescue style. Welcome to our podcast where we explore the incredible diversity of experience and lifestyles that exist in the world today. I'm Andrew. Today, we are reflecting on the idea that the moment in time is still represented on Earth in some way, from people commuting to the International Space Station, or who those that live in a small corner of the world and just never go anywhere else. The range of lifestyles is vast and fascinating. We love adventures, and when lockdowns were mentioned, me and my mom just packed up and we went in the car, just a bunch of road trips. But one of our recent adventures stood out. We went Nancy, a woman with extreme dedication to wild animals, devoting every single waking moment to their care at Hearts and Hands Animal Rescue. It was once told to me that every moment in time is still represented on Earth today. If we look solely at lifestyle, some people commute to ISS, like I said, and some people have never left the small corner. Some live in high rise buildings in elite cities. Some live off land as they roam from season to season. By now, you have probably realized that I love adventures. When the world lockdown was mentioned, me and my mom just packed up and went out, just zoom. And like Nancy's story is remarkable. She takes $0 for herself, and 100% of donations go directly to animals, often the very same day. Imagine feeding over 200 wild animals every single day. As we said, we share her story. You may wish to donate to Hearts and Hands Animal Rescue. Of course, we'll leave a link in description for you. Spring break, living in Palo Alto. My school friends just go off skiing with themselves in Switzerland, diving in Cancun, exploring the Great Wall of China, sail, sailing the Caribbean. While this year, I literally spent my week shoveling shit into massive wheelbarrows, filling a giant trailer, and taking it to the dump. Yes, the poo was so thick. And bonus, there's mud and hail. It just got everywhere. And the rubber did not let go of the poop. It just stuck. And being from Mountain View and Palo Alto with such high cost of living, RV communities have popped up on the city streets right in front of tech companies. Yet, this is different. The trailers are dusty and basically only go to house guests working on the rescue. And our spring break was spent at Hearts and Hands at stark contrast at my friends from Palo Alto. Let me introduce you to Nancy, the most, like I said, on the Walk with the Journey of podcast link below, we go deeper in Nancy's amazing story as a true heroine. And we will stick with the to the day-to-day life. Nancy is one of the most strongest people you will ever meet. She's independent, solves all life issues, and uses twine and duct tape to squeeze extra life out of already extended tools. No penny goes to waste. Even utilities are closely monitored to make sure the animals' needs are met. Pre-lockdown, she had staff volunteers. Now it's just her. Every day will cost 28 hours of work. She wakes up at 5 a.m. and does her best. And breakfast, lunch, and dinner always go at 7 p.m. at night. And like I said, her dedicated 14-hour day just slid behind her, just like you, but your beloved pets like to eat every day. So do I. And what goes out, what goes in must come out. And they leave a bunch on the floor, and we have to jump in there, scrape, and throw it into bins, and throw it into an even bigger bin, and then drive that big bin into a dump, and then we have to dump the dump inside the dumping area, and it's just a lot of work. And Nancy just swiftly moves from enclosure to enclosure as the rain and mud, and we also witness hail, didn't even slow her down. Around the property, we saw golf carts once used as transport for the hay, but as time moved on and funds dwindled, resources get set aside with money to maintain without money to maintain or repair. All that is left is manual labor. In this case, the labor is not manual but manual. As Nancy moves on, every bundle of hay by hand, every fat food by hand, and every shovel of poop by hand. Literally. Nancy's day starts at 5 a.m. and ends around 7 p.m. with 28 hours of labor packed into 14-hour days. She's a master at resourcefulness, using twine and duct tape to extend the life of tools. And despite recent hardships, including staff and volunteer shortages, Nancy keeps the operation running smoothly. We saw firsthand the challenges that Nancy faces, from muddy grounds to consistent need for upkeep. She does everything by hand, moving hay to cleaning enclosures, but she does it with all a smiler on an unwavering dedication. I spent 3 days there working alongside Nancy. Here's what a typically day for her. 5 a.m. clean stalls, feed hay, clean barn, repair, trip in the very moldy Subaru. You've seen them. But this one's very special. Windows down, it's very smelly. And after all the food donations are down, the rest of the food she just picks up and hand feeds grapes, pineapples, bok choy, potatoes as fat food. Rescue animals include lance, Era, pigs, my favorite white Zorse, and cow follow us around. The peacocks are loud and show off their feathers, like, and the roosters, yeah, you can hear them all night long. No mice or rats, as the cats manage to catch those operations. All is tidy, organized, running as smoothly as it can for one woman operation. And the flow of the day of the animal. So this is my little treat. So the flow of the day, yeah, what I did, I just woke up, went over, I asked Nancy. She's probably already going because I didn't wake up at 5, but and then I just walk over, I tells him to grab some hay, grab a shovel, get my boots, and just start picking up old poop. And yesterday morning is I went up and went to Lance. Lance is the 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 same height as the world's biggest cow, and there's a little bit of misunderstanding, but the cow that she has is 6 years old, and the Guinness World Record is about like 12, 13 years old, and Lance is still growing, so he's gonna outgrow the world's tallest cow, and gonna be in the Guinness World Records. And they also have the world's smallest bull, and they also have a big bull. And so we had to just get all that poop, all the poop, just scrape it up and move from stall to stall. We just had to do a lot of work, but Nancy was just carrying it and doing the best she can, which is the best she can is way better than what she can. Life on a farm, wild animal rescue style. So there's this one animal story that I want to tell you about. It's about a mini horse that got attacked by dogs. This whole front face just ripped off, eaten off, all the skin just ripped off the front of the face. And so when it was ripped off, the assistant, it was in the news, there's reporters all talking about. The assistant asked Nancy if I'm able to find the mini horse that they got attacked by the dogs, would you take care of it and look over it? And then Nancy said yes. And the assistant really wanted to get Nancy that mini horse. So she all night long she was searching, like going door to door until she found the right house and found the owners of the horse, and they were gonna go and bring him to the slaughterhouse. But since they showed up, they just gave him the horse, and then they had to drive all the way back, brought her in, and then they kept brushing and brushing the front part of the mouth so it can grow in a way and makes it so the gums can grow a lot. And since that happened, if that didn't happen, the teeth would have fallen out. And well, we like teeth, don't we? Yeah. And so it was amazing. And Nancy just took care of it, just loved it, stayed up all night long with the horse, just protecting it and loving it. It's just amazing. Even people from like science just said that people from like different universities said like you created a new way of help saving people, humans, and they were amazed. It's just wonderful how she just was able to rescue that mini horse. She can do so much. And Nancy's story is opposite of selfishness. from like high flying career to rebuilding after a fire. She truly embodies the spirit of perseverance. We invite you to donate to the Hearts in Hand and listen to our full podcast episodes for deeper dive into Nancy's incredible journey. In the event, as we all sat for dinner, Joan is the gourmet chef, uh, uh, prepared visually artistic feast. As we said, Grace gave thanks for the day and laughed before we faded away to bed, knowing that tomorrow would be the same in this corner of the woods for Nancy. Rising at 5 a.m., start her day over, selflessly serving these wondrous souls. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Remember every moment in time is still represented on Earth today, and it's up to us to make those moments count. Life on a farm, animal rescue style. And quick reminder, in the description, we have a link to donate to Hearts and Hands and a link from the WTJ podcast, where Joan and I share Nancy's amazing life story from elite costume designers to the stars to race cars team manager to exclusive horse breeder to a fire in 2007 that took almost everything. This truly rose from the ashes and spent every moment to serve wild animals that she rescued too. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe. And remember, every moment in time is still represented on Earth today, and it's up to us to make those moments count. It's just Tech. See you in the next video.